What if I told you that some of the greatest minds in history have spent centuries trying to solve puzzles that still remain a mystery today? Picture this, a book written in a language no one can read, filled with strange illustrations that defy explanation. Or imagine an ancient device so advanced it seems to have come from another time entirely. These are just a glimpse of the enigmas we're about to explore. Welcome to a journey through time where history and mystery collide in the most fascinating ways. In this video, we'll uncover 20 ancient riddles that have never been solved, puzzles that have baffled historians, archaeologists, and even modern scientists. From cryptic manuscripts to lost treasures, each of these mysteries holds secrets that continue to captivate and challenge us. So, if you're ready to dive into the unknown and uncover the stories behind these enduring enigmas, stay with us. By the end of this video, you'll not only learn about these ancient riddles, but also why they remain some of the most intriguing unsolved puzzles in human history. Let's begin. Now turning to the first of our ancient riddles, we encounter the Voynich Manuscript, a book that has puzzled scholars for centuries. Discovered in the early 20th century by a Polish book dealer named Wilfred Voynich, this mysterious text dates back to the 15th century. What makes it so baffling is its unique script, a language that no one has been able to decipher, combined with strange and intricate illustrations of plants, celestial charts, and human figures that seem to defy explanation. The manuscript's pages are filled with a sense of purpose, yet its meaning remains entirely elusive. Over the years, countless theories have emerged about its origin. Some believe it's a medical or botanical text, while others suggest it's an alchemical guide or even an elaborate hoax. Despite advances in technology, including artificial intelligence, no one has been able to crack its code. The Voynich Manuscript stands as a testament to the limits of human knowledge, a puzzle that continues to challenge even the brightest minds. Its enduring mystery has earned it a place as one of the most famous unsolved riddles in history, a relic that whispers secrets we may never fully understand. Now turning to the theories and attempts to decipher the Voynich Manuscript, we find a fascinating array of ideas that have emerged over the centuries. One of the most prominent theories suggests that the manuscript is a medical or botanical text, possibly created by an early herbalist or healer. The detailed illustrations of plants and human figures seem to support this idea, as they resemble known medicinal herbs and anatomical diagrams. However, the lack of any recognizable language or symbols has made it impossible to confirm this theory. Another intriguing possibility is that the manuscript is an alchemical guide, filled with coded instructions for creating elixirs or performing mystical rituals. The celestial charts and cryptic symbols could point to a connection with ancient alchemy, a practice that often relied on secrecy and symbolism. Yet, without a key to decode the text, this remains speculative. Some even argue that the Voynich Manuscript is an elaborate hoax, crafted to deceive or confuse. This theory gained traction when researchers noted that the text's statistical patterns resemble those of a constructed language rather than a natural one. However, the sheer complexity and effort required to create such a detailed forgery make this idea difficult to accept. Over the years, numerous attempts have been made to decode the manuscript, including the use of artificial intelligence. In recent years, advanced algorithms have analyzed the text structure and patterns, searching for clues that might reveal its meaning. While these efforts have identified some potential linguistic patterns, they have yet to produce a definitive translation. The manuscript's unique script and lack of comparable texts continue to thwart even the most sophisticated decoding methods. Despite centuries of study, the Voynich Manuscript remains an enigma, a puzzle that defies explanation and challenges our understanding of history and language. Its enduring mystery serves as a reminder of how much we still have to learn about the past. Now turning to the Antikythera Mechanism, we encounter one of the most astonishing artifacts from the ancient world. Discovered in a shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera in the early 20th century, this intricate device has been hailed as the world's first analog computer. At first glance, the corroded fragments of bronze gears and dials might not seem extraordinary, but closer examination reveals a level of sophistication that defies expectations for its time. The mechanism, believed to date back to around 100 to 200 years before the Common Era, was designed to predict astronomical events with remarkable precision. It could track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets, as well as predict eclipses and even mark the dates of ancient athletic games like the Olympics. The complexity of its gear system, with dozens of interlocking wheels, suggests a deep understanding of mathematics and astronomy that was far ahead of its time. What makes the Antikythera mechanism truly baffling is that nothing like it appears in historical records for over 1,000 years after its creation. How did the ancient Greeks develop such advanced technology, and why was this knowledge seemingly lost for centuries? The answers remain elusive, leaving us to marvel at this ancient enigma and wonder what other secrets the past might still hold. Now turning to the mystery of its creation, the Antikythera mechanism raises profound questions about the ingenuity of its makers. Who were the brilliant minds behind this device, and how did they achieve such extraordinary precision without the tools and technologies we take for granted today? Scholars believe it was likely crafted by a team of skilled artisans and astronomers, possibly linked to the intellectual hub of ancient Rhodes. This island was known for its advancements in science and engineering, and it's thought that figures like Hipparchus, a renowned astronomer of the time, may have influenced its design. The mechanism's intricate gear system, with its precise calculations and alignment, suggests a level of craftsmanship and mathematical understanding that rivals even modern engineering. Yet, the most puzzling aspect is why this knowledge seemingly vanished after its creation. No other devices of similar complexity have been found from the ancient world, and historical records offer no clear explanation for its disappearance. Some speculate that the knowledge was lost due to wars, natural disasters, or the decline of the civilizations that produced it. Others suggest it may have been a closely guarded secret known only to a select few. Whatever the reason, the Antikythera mechanism stands as a testament to the incredible capabilities of ancient Greek science and engineering, challenging our assumptions about the technological limits of the past. Its existence forces us to reconsider what we think we know about history and reminds us that the ancient world may have been far more advanced than we ever imagined. Now turning to the Nazca Lines, we find ourselves staring at one of the most enigmatic creations of the ancient world. Etched into the arid plains of southern Peru, these massive geoglyphs stretch across hundreds of square kilometers, depicting everything from simple geometric shapes to intricate designs of animals, plants, and humanoid figures. Discovered in the early 20th century by pilots flying over the region, the Nazca Lines have since captivated archaeologists, historians, and curious minds alike. But how were these enormous designs created, and more importantly, why? The methods used to craft the Nazca Lines are as fascinating as the lines themselves. The ancient Nazca people, who flourished between 200 BC and 600 CE, carefully removed the reddish-brown iron oxide-coated pebbles that cover the desert surface, revealing the lighter-colored earth beneath. This contrast created the striking images we see today. Remarkably, the precision and scale of these designs suggest a sophisticated understanding of geometry and spatial planning. Yet, the tools available to the Nazca were simple sticks, ropes, and basic surveying techniques. How they achieved such accuracy without the benefit of aerial views remains a mystery. As for their purpose, theories abound. Some researchers believe the Nazca Lines served as an astronomical calendar, aligning with celestial events to mark seasons or significant dates. Others propose they were part of religious rituals, perhaps pathways for ceremonial processions or offerings to the gods. There are even more speculative ideas, such as the lines being landing strips for extraterrestrial visitors, though this theory lacks credible evidence. What is clear is that the Nazca Lines were deeply meaningful to their creators, but their true purpose has been lost to time. The sheer scale and complexity of the Nazca Lines make them a riddle that continues to baffle experts. Why would a civilization invest so much effort into creating designs that can only be fully appreciated from the air? Were they meant to communicate with the gods, or were they a form of artistic expression on a grand scale? Despite decades of study, the Nazca Lines remain one of the most enduring mysteries of the ancient world, a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of a culture that left behind more questions than answers. Now turning to the Nazca culture itself, we uncover a civilization that thrived in one of the most arid regions on Earth. The Nazca people, who lived in what is now southern Peru, were masterful engineers and artists capable of creating not only the iconic lines but also intricate pottery, textiles, and underground aqueducts known as puquios. These aqueducts, still in use today, demonstrate their advanced understanding of hydrology and their ability to sustain life in a harsh environment. Yet, despite their technological prowess, much about the Nazca remains shrouded in mystery, particularly their spiritual beliefs and the motivations behind the lines. The Nazca culture was deeply rooted in rituals and cosmology. Many researchers believe the geoglyphs were tied to their religious practices, possibly serving as offerings to deities or as pathways for ceremonial processions. The depictions of animals such as hummingbirds, spiders, and monkeys may have held symbolic significance, representing spirits or celestial beings. Some theories suggest the lines were part of a larger ritual landscape, connecting sacred sites and water sources, which were vital to their survival in the desert. This spiritual dimension adds another layer of intrigue to the Nazca Lines, hinting at a worldview that intertwined the physical and the divine. Modern interpretations of the Nazca Lines have only deepened their mystique. While some theories lean toward the practical, such as their use as astronomical markers or irrigation guides, others venture into the realm of the extraordinary. The idea that the lines were created as signals or landing strips for extraterrestrial visitors has captured the imagination of many, though it lacks substantial evidence. More grounded explanations focus on the Nazca's desire to communicate with the gods or to assert their presence in the landscape. The fact that the lines can only be fully appreciated from above has led some to speculate that the Nazca might have used hot air balloons or kites to view their creations, though this remains unproven. What is undeniable is the enduring fascination the Nazca Lines hold for both researchers and tourists. Every year, thousands of visitors flock to Peru to witness these ancient marvels, marveling at their scale and precision. For archaeologists, the lines represent a tantalizing puzzle, one that offers glimpses into the minds of a people who left no written records. The Nazca Lines are more than just geoglyphs. They are a window into a culture that defied the limits of their environment and left behind a legacy that continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. As we ponder their purpose, we are reminded of the boundless creativity and ingenuity of humanity, and the mysteries that still await unraveling. Now turning to another enigmatic artifact, we encounter the Phaistos Disc, a small clay disc unearthed on the island of Crete in the early 20th century. Discovered in the ruins of the ancient Minoan palace of Phaistos, this disc is covered on both sides with a spiral of stamped symbols, arranged in groups that seem to form words or phrases. Dating back to around 1700 BCE, the Phaistos Disc is one of the most intriguing and mysterious objects ever found in the archaeological record. Its symbols, unlike any other known script from the ancient world, have baffled scholars for over a century, making it a true riddle of the past. The disc's discovery in 1908 by Italian archaeologist Luigi Pernia sparked immediate fascination. The symbols, pressed into the clay using stamps or seals, suggest a level of sophistication in communication that was rare for its time. Yet, despite numerous attempts to decode its message, the script remains undeciphered. The lack of a comparable artifact or any known language system from the same period has made it nearly impossible to draw parallels or establish a framework for understanding its meaning. This uniqueness has only added to the disc's mystique, leaving researchers to wonder whether it was a religious text, a piece of literature, or even a form of ancient board game. What makes the Phaistos Disc particularly puzzling is the absence of similar artifacts. Unlike other ancient scripts, such as Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, which have been decoded through the discovery of bilingual texts or extensive records, the Phaistos Disc stands alone. No other examples of its script have ever been found, and its symbols do not match any known writing system from the ancient Mediterranean. This isolation has led some to question whether the disc is genuine or perhaps an elaborate hoax, though most experts agree on its authenticity. Theories about the disc's purpose and origin abound. Some suggest it was a ceremonial object used in rituals or as a votive offering. Others propose it was a form of early writing, perhaps a record of trade or a royal decree. The spiral arrangement of the symbols has even led to speculation that it might represent a form of poetry or a sacred hymn. Yet, without additional evidence or a key to its script, these theories remain speculative. The Phaistos Disc continues to defy explanation, standing as a testament to the ingenuity and mystery of the ancient world. As we move forward, this artifact reminds us that some riddles of history may never be fully solved, leaving us to marvel at the creativity and complexity of those who came before us. Now turning to the symbols themselves, the Phaistos Disc presents a fascinating puzzle. The spiral of stamped symbols, numbering 242 in total, is divided into groups that seem to form distinct units, possibly representing words or phrases. Each symbol is unique, yet they appear in repeating patterns, suggesting a structured language or code. The symbols themselves are highly stylized, depicting human figures, animals, plants, and abstract shapes, all of which add layers of complexity to their interpretation. One of the greatest challenges in deciphering the disc lies in the fact that its script has no known parallels. Unlike other ancient writing systems, such as Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, which were eventually decoded through the discovery of bilingual texts or extensive records, the Phaistos Disc stands alone. No other examples of its script have ever been found, and its symbols do not match any known writing system from the ancient Mediterranean. This isolation has made it nearly impossible to establish a framework for understanding its meaning, leaving researchers to rely on speculation and educated guesses. Theories about the disc's purpose and the meaning of its symbols are as varied as they are intriguing. Some scholars believe the symbols represent a form of early writing, perhaps a record of trade, a royal decree, or even a historical account. The spiral arrangement of the symbols has led others to suggest that the disc might contain a form of poetry or a sacred hymn, with the spiral serving as a visual representation of a cyclical or ritualistic narrative. The presence of human figures and animals has also fueled speculation that the disc could be a religious text, used in ceremonies or as a votive offering to the gods. Another intriguing possibility is that the Phaistos Disc was not a text at all, but rather a form of ancient board game. The spiral arrangement of symbols could represent a game board, with the symbols serving as markers or instructions for play. This theory is supported by the fact that other ancient cultures, such as the Egyptians and Mesopotamians, created similar objects for recreational purposes. However, without additional evidence or a key to the symbols, this remains purely speculative. The lack of consensus has even led some to question whether the disc is genuine or perhaps an elaborate hoax. Critics point to the fact that no other examples of its script have been found, and that its discovery in the early 20th century coincided with a period of intense interest in ancient artifacts. However, most experts agree on its authenticity, citing the sophistication of its craftsmanship and the consistency of its symbols as evidence of its ancient origins. Despite over a century of study, the Phaistos Disc remains one of the most enigmatic artifacts in the archaeological record. Its symbols, so carefully stamped into the clay, continue to guard their secrets, leaving us to wonder about the people who created it and the world they inhabited. As we move forward, the disc serves as a reminder that some mysteries of the past may never be fully unraveled, inviting us to marvel at the ingenuity and creativity of ancient civilizations. Now turning to the Baghdad Battery, we encounter another ancient mystery that challenges our understanding of early technological innovation. Discovered in the 1930s near Baghdad, Iraq, these artifacts consist of a set of clay jars, each containing a copper cylinder and an iron rod, sealed with an asphalt plug. At first glance, they resemble primitive batteries, sparking intense debate among archaeologists and historians about their true purpose. The most intriguing theory suggests that these objects were indeed used to generate electricity. When filled with an acidic or alkaline substance such as vinegar or lemon juice, the combination of copper, iron, and electrolyte could produce a small electrical charge. This has led some to speculate that the Baghdad batteries might have been used for electroplating, a process that coats one metal with another using an electric current. For example, they could have been employed to gild jewelry or other objects, a practice known in ancient Mesopotamia. However, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue that there is no direct evidence linking these artifacts to electrical use. No wires, conductors, or other components typically associated with batteries have been found alongside them. Additionally, the lack of written records or depictions of such technology in ancient texts raises questions about whether the people of that time understood or utilized electricity in this way. Some researchers propose alternative explanations, suggesting the jars might have been used for storing scrolls, holding sacred liquids, or even as simple containers for everyday use. The debate over the Baghdad Battery's purpose has significant implications for our understanding of ancient technology. If these artifacts were indeed used to generate electricity, it would suggest that ancient civilizations possessed a level of scientific knowledge far more advanced than previously believed. This would challenge the conventional timeline of technological development and force us to reconsider the ingenuity of our ancestors. Yet, even if the Baghdad batteries were not used for electricity, their existence still highlights the creativity and resourcefulness of ancient cultures. The precise craftsmanship and the deliberate combination of materials demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of chemistry and engineering, whether or not they were applied to electrical purposes. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the Baghdad Battery, we are reminded of the gaps in our knowledge of the ancient world. These artifacts, like so many others, invite us to question, to wonder, and to marvel at the ingenuity of those who came before us. Moving forward, the Baghdad Battery remains a tantalizing puzzle, one that challenges us to rethink what we know about the past and the potential of human innovation. Now turning to the ongoing debate about the Baghdad Battery, we find ourselves exploring alternative theories that challenge the idea of ancient electricity. While the electroplating hypothesis is compelling, some researchers propose that these artifacts may have served a completely different purpose. One such theory suggests that the jars were used in religious or ceremonial context. The combination of copper, iron, and asphalt could have held symbolic significance, perhaps representing elements of the natural world or serving as vessels for sacred offerings. This interpretation aligns with the spiritual practices of ancient Mesopotamia, where objects often carried deep ritual meaning. Another intriguing possibility is that the Baghdad batteries were part of a medical or therapeutic device. Ancient civilizations were known to experiment with various materials for healing purposes, and the mild electrical charge produced by the jars might have been used in treatments such as pain relief or muscle stimulation. While this idea is speculative, it highlights the versatility of these artifacts and the creative ways ancient people may have utilized their resources. However, proving any of these theories remains a significant challenge. The lack of direct evidence, such as written records or additional artifacts, makes it difficult to draw definitive conclusions. Archaeologists must rely on indirect clues, such as the materials used and the context in which the jars were found, to piece together their possible functions. This ambiguity has kept the Baghdad Battery at the center of archaeological controversy, with each new discovery or analysis reigniting the debate. The controversy also stems from the broader implications of these artifacts. If the Baghdad batteries were indeed used for electricity, it would rewrite our understanding of ancient technological capabilities. Yet, even if they were not, their existence still underscores the ingenuity and creativity of ancient cultures. The precise craftsmanship and the deliberate choice of materials suggest a level of sophistication that continues to inspire awe and curiosity. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Baghdad Battery, we are reminded of the complexities of interpreting the past. These artifacts challenge us to think beyond conventional narratives and to consider the diverse ways in which ancient people may have interacted with their world. Whether as a source of electricity, a tool for healing, or a sacred object, the Baghdad Battery remains a testament to the enduring ingenuity of humanity. Moving forward, it invites us to keep questioning, exploring, and marveling at the mysteries that history has left behind. Now turning to the enigmatic stone spheres of Costa Rica, we find ourselves faced with one of the most intriguing archaeological mysteries of Central America. Scattered across the Diquis Delta and on the Isla del Coño, these perfectly round stone spheres range in size from a few centimeters to over 2 meters in diameter, with some weighing several tons. Their precision and uniformity have baffled researchers for decades, as they appear to have been crafted with remarkable skill and care. But who created these spheres and why? The answers remain as elusive as the spheres themselves. The origins of these stone spheres are shrouded in mystery. They are believed to have been created by the pre-Columbian Diquis culture, which thrived in the region between approximately 700 and 1500 CE. However, the exact methods used to carve and transport these massive stones remain unknown. The spheres are made of gabbro, a type of volcanic rock, and their near-perfect roundness suggests a level of technological sophistication that challenges our understanding of ancient craftsmanship. Some theories propose that the spheres were shaped using a combination of heat, water, and stone tools, but no definitive evidence has been found to confirm this process. The purpose of the stone spheres is another enduring puzzle. Some researchers believe they held astronomical significance, possibly serving as markers for celestial events or aligning with important stars or constellations. Others suggest they were symbols of power or status, placed near important buildings or ceremonial sites to signify the authority of local leaders. There are also theories that the spheres were used in rituals or as part of a larger cosmological system, reflecting the spiritual beliefs of the Diquis people. Despite these varied interpretations, no single explanation has gained widespread acceptance, leaving the true purpose of the spheres open to speculation. Adding to the mystery is the challenge of studying these artifacts. Over the years, many of the spheres have been looted, damaged, or destroyed, either by natural forces or human activity. Some were moved from their original locations, making it difficult to determine their original context or arrangement. This loss of information has hindered efforts to fully understand their cultural and historical significance. Despite these obstacles, the stone spheres of Costa Rica continue to captivate researchers and visitors alike, standing as silent witnesses to a civilization whose secrets remain largely untold. As we explore the mysteries of these ancient spheres, we are reminded of the ingenuity and creativity of the people who crafted them. Their existence challenges us to reconsider what we know about ancient cultures and their capabilities. Whether as astronomical tools, symbols of power, or sacred objects, the stone spheres of Costa Rica remain a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, inviting us to keep searching for answers in the shadows of history. Now turning to the builders and their techniques, we delve deeper into the ancient culture responsible for these remarkable stone spheres. The Diquis people, who inhabited the region of modern-day Costa Rica, are widely credited with their creation. This civilization, which flourished between 700 and 1500 CE, left behind a legacy of intricate craftsmanship and advanced knowledge, as evidenced by the precision of the spheres. Yet, despite their achievements, much about the Diquis culture remains unknown, adding another layer of intrigue to this ancient mystery. The methods used to carve these massive stone spheres are a subject of ongoing debate. Researchers believe the Diquis people used a combination of techniques to achieve such precision. One theory suggests that they first selected large boulders of gabbro, a dense volcanic rock, and then shaped them using stone tools, heat, and water. By heating the rock and rapidly cooling it with water, they may have been able to fracture the surface, making it easier to chip away excess material. This process, combined with meticulous grinding and polishing, could explain the near-perfect roundness of the spheres. However, without definitive archaeological evidence, this remains speculative. Transporting these massive spheres was another monumental task. Some of the largest spheres weigh several tons, and moving them across the rugged terrain of Costa Rica would have required significant effort and ingenuity. Researchers propose that the Diquis people may have used wooden rollers, ropes, and ramps to maneuver the stones into place. The logistics of such an operation suggest a highly organized society with a deep understanding of engineering and teamwork. Yet, the absence of written records or detailed artifacts from the Diquis culture leaves many questions unanswered. The symbolic meaning behind the spheres is equally enigmatic. Some scholars believe they held astronomical significance, aligning with celestial events or serving as markers for important dates in the Diquis calendar. Others argue that the spheres were symbols of power, placed near ceremonial sites or the homes of influential leaders to signify their authority. There are also theories that the spheres played a role in spiritual rituals, representing cosmic harmony or the connection between the earthly and the divine. Each interpretation offers a glimpse into the worldview of the Diquis people, but none provide a definitive answer. The challenges of studying these spheres have only deepened the mystery. Many of the original spheres were moved or destroyed over the centuries, either by natural forces or human activity. Some were relocated for display in public spaces, while others were looted or damaged during agricultural development. This loss of context has made it difficult for archaeologists to determine the original arrangement or purpose of the spheres. Despite these obstacles, ongoing research and preservation efforts continue to shed light on this ancient enigma. As we reflect on the builders and their techniques, we are reminded of the remarkable ingenuity of the Diquis people. Their ability to create such precise and enduring artifacts speaks to a level of skill and knowledge that challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations. The stone spheres of Costa Rica stand as a testament to their creativity and determination, inviting us to keep exploring the mysteries they left behind. With each new discovery, we come closer to unraveling the secrets of this ancient culture, but the true story of the spheres remains one of Central America's greatest unsolved riddles. Now turning to the copper scroll treasure, we uncover one of the most tantalizing mysteries of the ancient world. Discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls in the mid-20th century, the copper scroll stands out not only for its content but also for its unique material. Unlike the other scrolls, which were written on parchment or papyrus, this one was inscribed on thin sheets of copper, a deliberate choice likely made to ensure its durability. The scroll, believed to date back to the 1st century CE, contains a detailed list of hidden treasures, including vast quantities of gold, silver, and precious artifacts. The sheer scale of the treasure described has led many to consider it one of history's greatest treasure hunts. The text of the Copper Scroll, however, is far from straightforward. Written in a form of Hebrew that differs from the other Dead Sea Scrolls, its language is cryptic and filled with obscure references. Scholars have struggled to interpret its instructions, which describe the locations of the hidden treasures in vague and often poetic terms. Phrases like "in the ruin that is in the valley" or "under the steps of the eastern gate" have left researchers puzzled, as the landmarks mentioned are either no longer identifiable or have been lost to time. This ambiguity has made the task of locating the treasure a monumental challenge. Adding to the mystery is the question of the scroll's origin and purpose. Some believe it was created by a Jewish sect, possibly the Essenes, who hid their wealth to protect it from Roman invaders. Others argue that the treasure may have belonged to the temple in Jerusalem, hidden away before its destruction in 70 CE. There are even theories that the scroll is a work of fiction or an elaborate hoax, though the meticulous detail of its descriptions suggests otherwise. The debate over its authenticity and purpose continues to fuel intrigue and speculation. The search for the treasure described in the Copper Scroll has captivated adventurers and scholars alike. Over the decades, numerous expeditions have been launched to uncover the hidden riches, but none have succeeded. The challenges are immense, the scroll's clues are cryptic, the landscape of the region has changed dramatically over 2 millennia, and many of the locations mentioned may no longer exist. Despite these obstacles, the allure of the treasure remains irresistible, drawing new generations of treasure hunters to the quest. What makes the Copper Scroll particularly fascinating is its enduring mystery. Unlike other ancient riddles, which often involve lost knowledge or forgotten technologies, this one offers the tantalizing possibility of tangible wealth. The idea that vast treasures could still be hidden, waiting to be discovered, captures the imagination and keeps the legend alive. Whether the treasure is real or merely a product of ancient storytelling, the Copper Scroll remains one of history's most compelling enigmas, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown. Now turning to the hunt for the treasure described in the Copper Scroll, we find a story filled with ambition, frustration, and endless intrigue. Over the years, countless expeditions have set out to uncover the hidden riches, armed with the scroll's cryptic clues and a determination to solve one of history's greatest mysteries. Yet, despite their efforts, the treasure remains elusive, leaving us to wonder whether it was ever real to begin with. One of the most significant challenges in this treasure hunt lies in the scroll's language. The descriptions of the treasure's locations are poetic and vague, referencing landmarks that may have vanished or changed over the centuries. Phrases like "in the ruin that is in the valley" or "under the steps of the eastern gate" are tantalizing but offer little concrete guidance. Scholars and treasure hunters alike have tried to match these clues to known archaeological sites, but the shifting landscape of the region has made this nearly impossible. What was once a valley or a gate 2,000 years ago might now be buried under layers of history or transformed beyond recognition. Adding to the difficulty is the sheer scale of the treasure described. The Copper Scroll lists vast quantities of gold, silver, and precious artifacts, suggesting that if the treasure exists, it would be a monumental discovery. However, this has also led some to question whether the scroll is an elaborate hoax. Could it have been created as a form of ancient storytelling, meant to inspire or deceive rather than to guide? The meticulous detail of the description suggests a level of authenticity, but without definitive proof, the debate continues. Another possibility is that the treasure was looted long ago. The region where the scroll was found has seen countless invasions, wars, and upheavals over the centuries. It's entirely plausible that the treasure, if it ever existed, was discovered and plundered by Roman soldiers, nomadic tribes, or even later civilizations. This would explain why no trace of it has ever been found, despite the numerous expeditions launched in its pursuit. Yet the allure of the copper scroll persists. Modern technology has brought new tools to the search, from ground-penetrating radar to advanced mapping techniques, but even these have failed to yield results. The mystery of the copper scroll remains as compelling as ever, a testament to the enduring power of ancient riddles to captivate our imagination. Whether the treasure is real, long gone, or a product of ancient fiction, the copper scroll continues to inspire adventurers and scholars alike, keeping the hunt alive for generations to come. Now turning to the Shroud of Turin, we encounter one of the most debated and mysterious artifacts in history. This ancient linen cloth, measuring approximately 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide, bears the faint image of a man who appears to have suffered crucifixion. For centuries, many have believed it to be the burial shroud of Jesus Christ, making it a sacred relic for millions around the world. Yet, its origins and authenticity remain shrouded in mystery, sparking intense debate among scientists, historians, and theologians alike. The shroud first gained widespread attention in the 14th century when it surfaced in the possession of a French knight. However, its history before this period is unclear, with some claiming it dates back to the time of Christ, while others argue it is a medieval creation. The image on the cloth, which shows the front and back of a man with wounds consistent with crucifixion, has been the subject of fascination and scrutiny for centuries. How was this image formed? Was it a miraculous imprint or the work of a skilled artist? These questions lie at the heart of the shroud's enduring mystery. Scientific analyses have only deepened the intrigue. In the late 1970s, researchers were allowed to conduct extensive tests on the shroud, including radiocarbon dating. The results, published in 1988, suggested the cloth originated between 1260 and 1390, placing it firmly in the medieval period. This led many to conclude that the shroud was a clever forgery. However, critics of the study argue that the sample tested may have been contaminated or taken from a repaired section of the cloth, casting doubt on the findings. Further studies have revealed other puzzling details. The image on the shroud is not painted, dyed, or stained, but rather appears to be a result of some form of oxidation or dehydration of the linen fibers. This has led to theories ranging from a natural chemical reaction to a burst of radiant energy at the moment of resurrection. Additionally, the wounds depicted on the image align remarkably well with the biblical accounts of Christ's crucifixion, including the crown of thorns, the spear wound in the side, and the nail marks in the hands and feet. Despite the scientific advancements, the Shroud of Turin remains an enigma. Its authenticity continues to divide experts, with some viewing it as a profound religious artifact and others as an elaborate medieval hoax. What is undeniable, however, is its power to captivate. Whether it is a divine relic or a masterful work of human ingenuity, the shroud challenges us to explore the boundaries of faith, science, and history, ensuring its place as one of the most compelling ancient riddles of all time. Now turning to the science behind the Shroud of Turin, we delve deeper into the investigations that have sought to unravel its mysteries. One of the most significant studies conducted on the shroud was the radiocarbon dating test in the late 1970s. This test, which analyzed a small sample of the cloth, suggested it originated between 1260 and 1390, placing it in the medieval period. However, this conclusion has been met with skepticism. Critics argue that the sample may have been contaminated or taken from a section of the shroud that was repaired during the Middle Ages, potentially skewing the results. Beyond carbon dating, researchers have employed advanced imaging techniques to study the shroud's enigmatic image. The image itself is not painted or dyed, but appears to be the result of a chemical change in the linen fibers, possibly caused by oxidation or dehydration. This has led to a range of theories about how the image was formed. Some propose it could be the result of a natural process, such as the breakdown of organic material over time. Others suggest it might have been created by a burst of radiant energy, a phenomenon that some link to the moment of resurrection described in Christian theology. Another intriguing aspect of the shroud is the precision of the wounds depicted on the image. The placement of the nail marks, the spear wound in the side, and the crown of thorns all align closely with biblical accounts of Christ's crucifixion. This level of detail has fueled speculation about whether the shroud could be a genuine relic or an extraordinarily accurate medieval forgery. Some researchers have even attempted to recreate the shroud's image using techniques available in the Middle Ages, but none have fully replicated its unique characteristics. Despite decades of scientific inquiry, the Shroud of Turin continues to defy explanation. The conflicting results of various studies have only deepened the mystery, leaving its origins unresolved. For some, the shroud remains a powerful symbol of faith, while for others, it is a fascinating puzzle that challenges our understanding of history and science. As we move forward, the shroud stands as a testament to the enduring allure of ancient riddles, inviting us to keep questioning, exploring, and seeking answers. Now turning to the Easter Island statues, we encounter one of the most iconic and enigmatic mysteries of the ancient world. These massive stone figures, known as moai, stand as silent sentinels across the island, their towering forms gazing inland with an air of solemnity. Carved from volcanic rock, the moai range in height from a few feet to over 30 feet tall, with some weighing as much as 80 tons. The sheer scale of these statues raises a compelling question. How did an isolated Polynesian culture with limited resources and technology achieve such monumental feats of engineering? The construction of the moai is a marvel in itself. The statues were carved directly from the volcanic rock at Rono Raraku, a quarry on the island. Using stone tools, the islanders meticulously shaped each figure, often leaving them partially completed in the quarry before transporting them to their final locations. The transportation of these massive statues remains one of the greatest puzzles. Theories suggest they were moved using a combination of wooden sledges, ropes, and a rocking motion, but the exact method is still debated. Some researchers propose that the statues were walked upright to their destinations, a process that would have required immense coordination and effort. The purpose of the moai is another enduring mystery. Many believe they were created to honor ancestors, serving as spiritual guardians for the island's communities. The statue's placement along the coast, facing inland, supports this theory, as they may have been intended to watch over the living. Others suggest the moai were symbols of power and status, representing the authority of specific clans or leaders. Despite these theories, the true meaning behind the moai remains elusive, as the Rapa Nui people left no written records to explain their significance. Equally puzzling is the decline of the civilization that built these statues. Easter Island's isolation and limited resources likely played a role in its downfall. Overpopulation, deforestation, and the depletion of vital resources may have led to societal collapse, leaving the moai as haunting reminders of a once thriving culture. The mystery of how such a sophisticated society could vanish, leaving behind these monumental works, continues to captivate historians and archaeologists alike. As we reflect on the moai, we are reminded of the ingenuity and determination of the ancient Rapa Nui people. Their ability to create such awe-inspiring monuments in the face of immense challenges speaks to the resilience of human creativity. Yet, the unanswered questions surrounding their construction, purpose, and the civilization's decline ensure that the Easter Island statues remain one of history's most fascinating riddles. Now turning to the collapse of Easter Island civilization, we uncover a story of environmental strain and societal upheaval that holds profound lessons for our modern world. The Rapa Nui people, who once thrived on this remote island, faced a series of challenges that ultimately led to their decline. One of the most significant factors was the island's limited resources. Easter Island, isolated in the vast Pacific Ocean, had no external support, making its inhabitants entirely dependent on what the land could provide. Over time, the demand for resources outstripped the island's capacity to sustain its population. Deforestation played a critical role in this collapse. The Rapa Nui relied heavily on the island's palm trees for building materials, tools, and even canoes for fishing. As the population grew, the trees were cut down faster than they could regrow, leading to widespread deforestation. Without trees, the soil eroded, making it difficult to grow crops. The loss of forests also disrupted the island's ecosystem, reducing the availability of food sources like birds and fish. This environmental degradation created a vicious cycle of scarcity, pushing the society to the brink. Social and political factors also contributed to the downfall. The construction of the moai, while a testament to the Rapa Nui's ingenuity, required significant labor and resources. Some researchers believe that the competition among clans to build larger and more impressive statues may have exacerbated resource depletion. As resources dwindled, tensions likely rose, leading to conflicts and societal fragmentation. The once unified culture may have fractured into competing groups, further weakening their ability to adapt to the changing environment. The collapse of Easter Island civilization serves as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between human activity and the natural world. It highlights the consequences of overexploitation and the importance of sustainable practices. Today, as we face global challenges like climate change and resource depletion, the story of Easter Island offers valuable lessons. It urges us to consider the long-term impact of our actions and to prioritize the preservation of our environment for future generations. As we reflect on this ancient mystery, we are reminded that the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. The Rapa Nui's story is not just a tale of the past but a call to action for the present, urging us to learn from history and strive for a more sustainable future. Now turning to the Great Pyramid of Giza, we step into one of the most enduring mysteries of ancient architecture. This colossal structure, built over 4,500 years ago, has long fascinated historians, archaeologists, and explorers alike. While its exterior is a marvel of precision and engineering, it's the secrets hidden within its walls that continue to captivate us. For centuries, the Great Pyramid has been the subject of countless studies, yet its inner chambers remain shrouded in mystery. Recent advancements in technology have brought us closer than ever to uncovering these secrets. Using non-invasive scanning techniques like muon radiography, researchers have detected a large void above the Grand Gallery, a passageway within the pyramid. This discovery has sparked a wave of excitement and speculation. What could this hidden space contain? Some theories suggest it might be a previously unknown burial chamber, while others propose it could hold ancient artifacts or even clues about the pyramid's construction techniques. Theories about the purpose of these hidden chambers are as varied as they are intriguing. Some experts believe they could have served a symbolic or religious function, perhaps representing the journey to the afterlife in ancient Egyptian belief. Others speculate that they might have been designed to protect the pharaoh's treasures or to serve as a safeguard against tomb robbers. Despite the advancements in technology, accessing these chambers without damaging the pyramid structure remains a significant challenge, leaving much of their contents and purpose to the imagination. The Great Pyramid's hidden chambers remind us that even after millennia of study, there is still so much we don't know about this ancient wonder. Each discovery raises new questions, fueling our curiosity and driving us to explore further. As we continue to unravel the secrets of the Great Pyramid, we are reminded of the ingenuity and ambition of the ancient Egyptians, whose legacy continues to inspire and mystify us to this day. Now turning to the purpose of the Great Pyramid's hidden chambers, we delve deeper into the theories that attempt to explain their existence. One of the most compelling ideas is that these chambers served as burial sites, possibly housing the remains of high-ranking officials or even additional members of the royal family. The ancient Egyptians placed immense importance on the afterlife, and the pyramid's design reflects their belief in a journey to eternity. Could these hidden spaces have been intended to safeguard the souls of the departed or to protect their treasures from grave robbers? Another theory suggests that the chambers held a symbolic or ritualistic purpose. In ancient Egyptian culture, architecture often mirrored cosmological beliefs, and the pyramid itself is thought to represent the primordial mound from which creation emerged. The hidden chambers might have been designed as sacred spaces for rituals or as representations of the underworld, guiding the pharaoh's spirit through the afterlife. This idea aligns with the intricate passages and chambers found within the pyramid, which some scholars believe were meant to replicate the journey of the sun god Ra through the night sky. Yet, despite these fascinating theories, the true purpose of the hidden chambers remains elusive. One of the greatest challenges lies in exploring these spaces without causing damage to the pyramid structure. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and muon detectors, has allowed researchers to map these voids without invasive measures. However, the delicate nature of the pyramid's construction means that physical exploration is fraught with risks. The ancient builders designed the pyramid to withstand the test of time, but their very ingenuity now makes it difficult for us to uncover its secrets. The mystery of the hidden chambers is further compounded by the lack of written records from the time of the pyramid's construction. Unlike later Egyptian monuments, the Great Pyramid offers no inscriptions or texts to guide our understanding. This absence of information leaves us to rely on speculation and indirect evidence, making the chambers a tantalizing puzzle that continues to defy explanation. As we ponder the purpose of these hidden spaces, we are reminded of the enduring allure of the Great Pyramid. Each new discovery brings us closer to understanding the ancient Egyptians' intentions, yet it also raises new questions that deepen the mystery. The hidden chambers stand as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of a civilization that sought to achieve the impossible, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire us today. Now turning to the legend of the lost city of Atlantis, we step into one of history's most enduring and captivating mysteries. The story of Atlantis first appears in the writings of the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who described it as a powerful and advanced civilization that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to Plato, Atlantis was a utopia of unparalleled wealth and sophistication, but its people grew arrogant and were punished by the gods, leading to the island's catastrophic sinking into the ocean. This tale, recounted in Plato's dialogues Timaeus and Critias, has sparked centuries of fascination and debate. Theories about the possible location of Atlantis are as varied as they are intriguing. Some scholars believe it could have been inspired by the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete, which was devastated by a volcanic eruption and tsunami around 1600 BC. Others suggest it might have been located in the Mediterranean near the Strait of Gibraltar, where Plato claimed it once stood. There are even theories placing Atlantis in the Caribbean, the Azores, or Antarctica, with some proposing that it was a highly advanced society with technology far beyond its time. What makes the search for Atlantis so compelling is not just the mystery of its location, but the idea of a lost civilization that achieved greatness only to vanish without a trace. The legend has inspired countless explorers, historians, and even modern-day adventurers to scour the globe for evidence of its existence. From underwater expeditions to satellite imagery, the hunt for Atlantis continues to capture the imagination of those who dream of uncovering its secrets. Yet, despite the many theories and searches, no definitive evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. Some argue that Plato's account was purely allegorical, a cautionary tale about the dangers of hubris rather than a historical record. Others believe that the story contains kernels of truth, perhaps based on real events or places that have been lost to time. The lack of concrete evidence only adds to the allure, making Atlantis a symbol of humanity's fascination with the unknown and the possibility of discovering something extraordinary. As we explore the legend of Atlantis, we are reminded of the power of storytelling and the enduring human desire to uncover the mysteries of our past. Whether fact or fiction, the tale of Atlantis continues to inspire wonder and curiosity, inviting us to imagine what might lie beneath the waves and what secrets the ancient world still holds. Now turning to the modern searches for Atlantis, we find a world still captivated by the possibility of uncovering this legendary civilization. Over the centuries, countless expeditions have been launched, each driven by the hope of finding definitive proof of Atlantis's existence. From the depths of the Mediterranean Sea to the remote islands of the Caribbean, explorers have scoured the globe armed with advanced technology and a relentless curiosity. One of the most prominent theories places Atlantis in the Mediterranean, near the island of Santorini. This region was once home to the Minoan civilization, which thrived around 3600 BC before being devastated by a massive volcanic eruption. The similarities between the Minoan culture and Plato's description of Atlantis have led some to believe that the Minoans could have inspired the legend. However, while the archaeological evidence of the Minoans is extensive, no direct link to Atlantis has been established. Another intriguing theory suggests that Atlantis might have been located in the Caribbean, with some pointing to the Bahamas as a potential site. In the 1960s, a series of underwater formations known as the Bimini Road were discovered off the coast of Bimini Island. Some researchers claimed these formations were remnants of an ancient civilization, possibly Atlantis. However, subsequent studies have shown that the Bimini Road is likely a natural geological formation, leaving the theory unproven. In more recent years, satellite imagery and advanced sonar technology have been used to search for Atlantis in the Atlantic Ocean, near the Strait of Gibraltar, where Plato claimed it once stood. While these tools have revealed fascinating underwater structures, none have provided conclusive evidence of a lost civilization. The lack of physical proof has led some to question whether Atlantis ever existed at all, or if it was simply a myth created by Plato to convey a moral lesson. Despite the absence of definitive evidence, the search for Atlantis continues to inspire both professional researchers and amateur enthusiasts. The legend's enduring appeal lies in its blend of mystery, adventure, and the tantalizing possibility of discovering a lost world. It reminds us of humanity's unquenchable thirst for knowledge and our desire to uncover the secrets of our past. As we reflect on the modern quest for Atlantis, we are reminded that some mysteries may never be fully solved. Yet, it is the pursuit itself, the journey into the unknown, that keeps the legend alive. Whether Atlantis was a real place or a figment of imagination, its story continues to captivate us, urging us to explore, question, and dream. Now turning to the Terracotta Army, we uncover one of the most astonishing archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. Buried for over 2,000 years near the tomb of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, this vast army of life-sized clay soldiers was unearthed in 1974 by local farmers digging a well. What they stumbled upon was nothing short of extraordinary. Thousands of intricately crafted statues, each with unique facial features, hairstyles, and armor, standing in battle formation as if guarding their emperor in the afterlife. The purpose behind the Terracotta Army's creation is as fascinating as its discovery. Qin Shi Huang, who unified China and became its first emperor in 221 BC, was obsessed with immortality. The army was meant to protect him in the afterlife and ensure his power extended beyond death. The sheer scale of the project is staggering. Estimates suggest there are over 8,000 soldiers, along with hundreds of horses and chariots spread across multiple pits. Each statue was meticulously crafted by skilled artisans, a testament to the advanced engineering and artistic capabilities of ancient China. Yet, the Terracotta Army is shrouded in mystery. How were these statues constructed with such precision and individuality? What techniques were used to preserve them for millennia? And perhaps most intriguingly, what secrets lie within the emperor's tomb itself, which remains largely unexcavated? The tomb is said to contain rivers of mercury, booby traps, and untold treasures, but the Chinese government has been cautious about disturbing it, citing concerns over preservation and respect for the ancient site. The Terracotta Army not only offers a glimpse into the grandeur of Qin Shi Huang's reign, but also raises questions about the beliefs and capabilities of ancient civilizations. Its discovery has transformed our understanding of Chinese history, yet it leaves us yearning to uncover more about the man who commanded such a monumental legacy. As we marvel at these silent sentinels, we are reminded that even in death, the first emperor of China continues to guard his secrets, waiting for the day when the full story of his reign might be revealed. Now turning to the emperor's tomb itself, we find one of the greatest archaeological enigmas still waiting to be unraveled. Qin Shi Huang's final resting place, located beneath a massive earthen mound near the Terracotta Army, is said to be a labyrinth of wonders and dangers. Ancient texts describe it as a microcosm of the emperor's empire, complete with rivers of flowing mercury, replicas of palaces, and even a starry ceiling mimicking the night sky. These accounts paint a picture of a tomb designed not just for burial, but as a gateway to immortality for the emperor who sought to conquer death itself. Yet, despite these tantalizing descriptions, the tomb remains largely unexplored. The Chinese government has been hesitant to authorize full-scale excavations, citing the need to preserve the site and respect its cultural significance. Modern technology, however, has allowed researchers to peer into the tomb without disturbing it. Ground-penetrating radar and other non-invasive techniques have revealed a complex underground structure, with evidence of high levels of mercury supporting the ancient claims of mercury rivers. This discovery has only deepened the mystery, as it raises questions about how the ancient Chinese achieved such advanced chemical knowledge and engineering feats. The challenges of excavating the tomb are immense. Beyond the technical difficulties, there are legends of deadly booby traps designed to protect the emperor's eternal rest. Ancient texts speak of crossbows rigged to fire at intruders and other mechanisms meant to deter grave robbers. While these tales may sound like the stuff of myth, they underscore the risks involved in disturbing such a site. Additionally, the tomb's contents, potentially filled with priceless artifacts and treasures, are at risk of damage if not handled with the utmost care. What lies within Qin Shi Huang's tomb could rewrite our understanding of ancient China. From the possibility of untouched historical records to the secrets of the emperor's quest for immortality, the tomb holds the potential to unlock countless mysteries. Yet, as we stand on the brink of discovery, we are reminded of the delicate balance between uncovering the past and preserving it for future generations. The tomb of China's first emperor remains a tantalizing puzzle, one that continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and adventurers alike. Now turning to the Oak Island Money Pit, we find ourselves immersed in one of the most enduring treasure hunts in history. Located on a small island off the coast of Nova Scotia, Canada, this mysterious excavation site has captivated treasure hunters, historians, and adventurers for over 2 centuries. The story begins in the late 1700s when a young boy named Daniel Maginnis discovered a peculiar depression in the ground, surrounded by signs of human activity. Intrigued, he and his friends began digging, only to uncover a series of wooden platforms and layers of soil that seemed deliberately placed. This discovery sparked a legend that has only grown more elaborate with time. Over the years, countless expeditions have been launched to uncover the secrets of the Oak Island money pit. Each attempt has revealed new layers of complexity, from intricate flood tunnels designed to protect the treasure to mysterious stone inscriptions hinting at its origins. Theories about what lies buried in the pit range from pirate treasure, such as the lost loot of Captain Kidd or Blackbeard, to religious artifacts like the Ark of the Covenant or even the Holy Grail. Some have even speculated that the pit holds evidence of pre-Columbian transatlantic voyages, suggesting that ancient civilizations may have reached the Americas long before Columbus. Despite the allure of these theories, the Oak Island money pit has proven to be as elusive as it is fascinating. Numerous excavations have ended in failure, with many treasure hunters losing fortunes, and in some cases their lives, in pursuit of the pit's secrets. The site's notorious curse, which claims that 7 men must die before the treasure can be found, has only added to its mystique. Modern technology, including ground-penetrating radar and advanced drilling techniques, has brought us closer than ever to solving the mystery, but the pit continues to guard its secrets with stubborn resolve. The Oak Island money pit is more than just a treasure hunt. It's a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown. Whether it holds priceless artifacts, historical revelations, or simply the echoes of a cleverly constructed hoax, the pit remains a symbol of adventure and the unquenchable desire to uncover the truth. As we move forward, the question remains, will the Oak Island money pit ever reveal its secrets, or will it continue to defy explanation, keeping its treasure hidden for generations to come? Now turning to the legends surrounding the Oak Island money pit, we find ourselves drawn into a web of mystery and intrigue that goes beyond the physical excavation. One of the most compelling aspects of this enigma is the so-called curse that has haunted treasure hunters for generations. According to local law, 7 men must die before the treasure can be found. Tragically, this grim prophecy seems to have been partially fulfilled, as several individuals have lost their lives in pursuit of the pit's secrets. From collapsing tunnels to fatal accidents, the curse has cast a shadow over every attempt to uncover the truth, adding an eerie layer of danger to an already perilous quest. Despite the curse, or perhaps because of it, the Oak Island money pit continues to attract modern-day adventurers armed with cutting-edge technology. Ground-penetrating radar, sonar imaging, and advanced drilling techniques have all been employed in recent years to peer beneath the island's surface. These efforts have revealed tantalizing clues such as metal fragments, wooden structures, and even traces of gold, but the ultimate prize remains frustratingly out of reach. The pit's ingenious flood tunnels, designed to fill with seawater whenever someone digs too deep, have thwarted countless attempts to reach the bottom, leaving researchers to wonder if the treasure was ever meant to be found. Theories about the pit's origins and purpose continue to evolve, with some suggesting it may have been a carefully constructed decoy to mislead treasure hunters, while others believe it holds something far more significant than gold or jewels. Could it be a repository of ancient knowledge, a hidden vault of religious relics, or even evidence of a lost civilization? The possibilities are as endless as they are fascinating, and each new discovery only deepens the mystery. What makes the Oak Island money pit so enduring is not just the potential for treasure, but the human spirit of curiosity and determination it embodies. For over 2 centuries, people have risked everything: money, time, and even their lives in the hope of solving this riddle. It's a story of perseverance, ingenuity, and the unrelenting desire to uncover the unknown. As long as the pit remains unsolved, it will continue to captivate the imagination of adventurers and dreamers, reminding us that some mysteries are worth chasing, no matter how elusive they may be. And so, the search goes on, with each new generation taking up the challenge, driven by the hope that they might be the ones to finally crack the code of Oak Island. Now turning to the crystal skulls, we enter a realm of mystery that blends ancient craftsmanship with modern intrigue. These enigmatic artifacts, carved from clear or milky quartz, have captivated the imaginations of historians, archaeologists, and conspiracy theorists alike. First brought to public attention in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, the crystal skulls were said to have been discovered in ancient Mesoamerican ruins, particularly in regions associated with the Maya and Aztec civilizations. Their flawless craftsmanship and eerie, lifelike features have led many to wonder how such precision could have been achieved with the tools available to ancient cultures. The most famous of these skulls, known as the Mitchell-Hedges skull, was allegedly found in the 1920s by adventurer Frederick Mitchell-Hedges during an expedition in Belize. Its near-perfect symmetry and intricate details have fueled speculation that it could not have been created by human hands alone. Some theories suggest that the skulls were crafted by an advanced ancient civilization with knowledge far beyond what we understand today, while others propose even more extraordinary ideas such as extraterrestrial involvement or connections to lost continents like Atlantis. However, the authenticity of these crystal skulls has been hotly debated. Scientific analyses conducted in recent decades have revealed that many of the skulls, including the Mitchell-Hedges specimen, show signs of modern tool marks, suggesting they may have been created in the 19th or early 20th centuries rather than in ancient times. Despite this, the allure of the crystal skulls remains undiminished. Their mysterious origins and the questions they raise about human history and potential lost knowledge continue to fascinate researchers and enthusiasts. Theories about their purpose are as varied as they are intriguing. Some believe the skulls were used in ancient rituals, serving as conduits for spiritual energy or tools for divination. Others suggest they might have been part of a larger, now-lost system of knowledge or technology. The idea that they could hold secrets about the universe or even extraterrestrial contact has only added to their mystique. What makes the crystal skulls so compelling is not just their beauty or the questions they raise about their origins, but the way they challenge our understanding of history and human capability. Whether they are ancient artifacts or modern creations, they remind us that there are still mysteries in the world that defy easy explanation. As we continue to study these enigmatic objects, we are reminded that the pursuit of knowledge is as much about the questions we ask as the answers we find. And so, the crystal skulls remain a tantalizing puzzle, inviting us to explore the boundaries of what we know and what we have yet to discover. Now turning to the truth behind the crystal skulls, we delve into the scientific investigations that have sought to unravel their mysteries. Over the years, advanced techniques such as electron microscopy and spectroscopy have been employed to analyze the composition and craftsmanship of these enigmatic artifacts. What these studies have revealed is both fascinating and, for some, disappointing. Many of the skulls, including the famed Mitchell-Hedges specimen, show clear evidence of modern tool marks, such as those made by rotary wheels and other industrial-era instruments. These findings strongly suggest that the skulls were crafted in the 19th or early 20th centuries, rather than being relics of ancient Mesoamerican civilizations. Despite this evidence, the myths surrounding the crystal skulls have only grown. Some argue that the modern tool marks could be the result of later alterations or repairs, while others cling to the idea that the skulls possess supernatural properties that defy scientific explanation. The allure of the crystal skulls lies not just in their physical beauty but in the stories they inspire. They have become symbols of mystery, representing the unknown and the unexplained in a world that often feels too familiar. The fascination with the crystal skulls also speaks to a deeper human desire to believe in the extraordinary. Even as science debunks their ancient origins, the skulls continue to captivate because they tap into our collective imagination. They remind us of the possibility that there are still secrets waiting to be uncovered, whether in the depths of history or the far reaches of the cosmos. This enduring appeal ensures that the crystal skulls remain a subject of intrigue, drawing both skeptics and believers into their orbit. As we reflect on the crystal skulls, we are reminded that the line between myth and reality is often blurred. Whether they are ancient artifacts or modern creations, they challenge us to question what we know and to remain open to the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding. And so, the crystal skulls continue to spark curiosity, inviting us to explore not just their origins but the very nature of belief itself. Moving forward, we turn our attention to another ancient enigma that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. Now turning to the Great Sphinx of Giza, we encounter one of the most iconic and enduring mysteries of ancient Egypt. This colossal statue, with the body of a lion and the head of a human, has stood guard over the Giza Plateau for thousands of years. Yet, one of its most striking features is not what it has, but what it lacks: the Sphinx's missing nose. This seemingly small detail has sparked endless speculation and debate, making it one of history's most intriguing riddles. Theories about how the Sphinx lost its nose are as varied as they are fascinating. One popular belief is that the nose was deliberately destroyed by Napoleon's troops during his campaign in Egypt in the late 18th century. According to this story, soldiers used the Sphinx for target practice, blasting away its nose with cannon fire. However, historical records and sketches from before Napoleon's time show the Sphinx already without its nose, debunking this theory. Another explanation points to natural erosion. The Sphinx, carved from a single block of limestone, has been exposed to the elements for millennia. Wind, sand, and occasional flooding could have gradually worn away the softer stone of the nose, leaving it damaged or completely gone. This theory aligns with the visible weathering on other parts of the statue, suggesting that time itself may be the culprit. Yet, there are also accounts that suggest the nose was intentionally removed much earlier in history. Some historians point to the reign of the 8th century Sufi Muslim leader Saim al-Dar, who is said to have defaced the Sphinx in an act of iconoclasm, targeting what he saw as a pagan idol. While this story is compelling, there is limited evidence to confirm it, leaving the truth shrouded in uncertainty. The mystery of the Sphinx's missing nose may seem like a small detail, but it speaks to a larger fascination with the statue itself. The Sphinx is not just a monument, it is a symbol of ancient wisdom, power, and the passage of time. Its missing nose serves as a reminder of the fragility of even the most enduring creations and the many forces, both natural and human, that shape their legacy. As we ponder the fate of the Sphinx's nose, we are reminded that even the smallest details can hold profound significance. Whether lost to erosion, vandalism, or some other unknown cause, the missing nose invites us to explore not just the history of the Sphinx but the stories we tell about the past. Moving forward, we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Sphinx, exploring the theories about hidden chambers beneath its massive form and the secrets they may hold. Now turning to the Sphinx's hidden chambers, we uncover yet another layer of mystery surrounding this ancient monument. Beneath its massive form, theories abound about secret passageways and undiscovered rooms that could hold clues to its purpose and the civilization that built it. Some researchers believe these chambers could contain records or artifacts from ancient Egypt, possibly even the lost hall of records mentioned in some historical texts. This legendary hall is said to house the knowledge of a highly advanced civilization, though its existence remains unproven. Efforts to explore these hidden spaces have been ongoing for decades, but the challenges are immense. The Sphinx is not only an archaeological treasure but also a fragile one. Any attempt to investigate its interior must balance the desire for discovery with the need to preserve the monument for future generations. Modern technology, such as ground-penetrating radar and thermal imaging, has offered glimpses of anomalies beneath the Sphinx, suggesting the presence of voids or chambers. However, these findings are often inconclusive, leaving researchers to speculate about what might lie beneath. One of the most intriguing theories involves the possibility of a network of tunnels connecting the Sphinx to the nearby pyramids. Some researchers suggest that these tunnels could have served as ceremonial pathways or even as repositories for sacred texts and treasures. While there is no definitive evidence to support this idea, it continues to fuel the imagination of historians and explorers alike. The challenges of studying the Sphinx are not just technical but also logistical. As one of the most iconic and heavily visited monuments in the world, the Sphinx is subject to strict regulations to prevent damage. This makes it difficult to conduct extensive excavations or invasive investigations. Additionally, the monument's age and exposure to the elements have left it vulnerable, requiring careful conservation efforts that limit the scope of exploration. Despite these obstacles, the allure of the Sphinx's hidden chambers remains strong. Each new discovery, no matter how small, brings us closer to understanding the secrets of this ancient wonder. Whether these chambers hold lost knowledge, treasures, or simply more questions, they remind us of the enduring mystery of the Sphinx and the civilization that created it. As we continue to explore, we are reminded that some riddles are not meant to be solved quickly, but to inspire curiosity and wonder for generations to come. Moving forward, we shift our focus to another enigmatic artifact, the Piri Reis map, and the mysteries it holds about ancient knowledge of the world. Now turning to the Piri Reis map, we encounter one of the most baffling cartographic mysteries in history. Created in the year 1513 by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri Reis, this map is a stunning artifact that has puzzled historians and scientists for centuries. What makes it so extraordinary is its depiction of parts of the world that were supposedly unknown at the time, including the coastline of Antarctica, which was not officially discovered until the 19th century. The map also shows detailed renderings of South America and parts of Africa with an accuracy that seems almost impossible for its era. The Piri Reis map was discovered in 1929 in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, where it had been stored for centuries. Its existence immediately sparked intense debate. How could a map from the early 16th century contain such precise geographical information? Some theories suggest that Piri Reis had access to ancient source maps, possibly from civilizations far older than his own, which have since been lost to history. Others propose that the map's accuracy is a result of advanced knowledge passed down through generations of explorers and scholars. One of the most intriguing aspects of the map is its depiction of Antarctica without its ice cover. This has led to speculation that the map's creators had knowledge of a time when Antarctica was free of ice, a period that would date back tens of thousands of years. If true, this would imply the existence of an ancient civilization with advanced cartographic skills, a claim that remains highly controversial. Skeptics argue that the map's so-called depiction of Antarctica could simply be a misinterpretation or a coincidence, but the debate continues to captivate researchers. Theories about the map's creation range from the plausible to the fantastical. Some believe it was based on the work of earlier explorers, while others suggest it might have been influenced by extraterrestrial knowledge or even time travelers. While these ideas may seem far-fetched, they highlight the enduring mystery of the Piri Reis map and its ability to inspire both scientific inquiry and imaginative speculation. Despite the controversies, the Piri Reis map remains a testament to the ingenuity and curiosity of humanity. It challenges our understanding of history and geography, reminding us that there are still many unanswered questions about our past. As we continue to study this remarkable artifact, we are left to wonder what other secrets it might hold and what they could reveal about the ancient world. Moving forward, we delve into another enigmatic phenomenon, the Bermuda Triangle, and the mysteries that have made it one of the most talked about regions on Earth. Now turning to the anomalies and theories surrounding the Piri Reis map, we find ourselves delving deeper into the mysteries that make this artifact so captivating. One of the most striking anomalies is the map's depiction of Antarctica, a continent that was not officially discovered until the 19th century. Even more astonishing is the suggestion that the map shows Antarctica without its ice cover, a condition that would have last existed tens of thousands of years ago. This has led to intense speculation about how Piri Reis, or the sources he relied on, could have possessed such knowledge. Some historians propose that the map's accuracy stems from ancient source maps, possibly created by advanced civilizations that predate recorded history. These civilizations, if they existed, might have had the capability to chart the world with remarkable precision, passing down their knowledge through generations. Others argue that the map's details could have been compiled from the accounts of early explorers, whose voyages and discoveries were not widely documented. However, this theory struggles to explain how such explorers could have known about Antarctica's ice-free state. Another intriguing theory suggests that the map's creators had access to knowledge that was far ahead of its time, possibly influenced by extraterrestrial contact or even time travelers. While these ideas may sound like the stuff of science fiction, they underscore the map's ability to inspire both serious academic debate and imaginative speculation. Skeptics, on the other hand, argue that the so-called depiction of Antarctica might simply be a misinterpretation or a coincidence, pointing out that the map's distortions and inaccuracies could be the result of limited cartographic techniques of the era. Despite the controversies, the Piri Reis map continues to fascinate historians, scientists, and enthusiasts alike. Its anomalies challenge our understanding of history, geography, and the capabilities of ancient civilizations. The map serves as a reminder that there are still many unanswered questions about our past and the knowledge that might have been lost over time. As we continue to explore its mysteries, we are left to wonder what other secrets it might hold and what they could reveal about the ancient world. Moving forward, we shift our focus to another enigmatic phenomenon, the Bermuda Triangle, and the mysteries that have made it one of the most talked about regions on Earth. Now turning to the Bermuda Triangle, we enter one of the most infamous and mysterious regions on Earth. Stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, this area of the Atlantic Ocean has long been associated with unexplained disappearances of ships and aircraft. Stories of vanishing vessels and planes have fueled countless theories, ranging from the scientific to the supernatural, making the Bermuda Triangle a subject of enduring fascination and debate. The history of these disappearances dates back centuries, with some of the earliest accounts involving ships that vanished without a trace. One of the most famous incidents occurred in 1945 when Flight 19, a group of 5 U.S. Navy bombers, disappeared during a training mission. Despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage or remains were ever found. This event, along with others like the disappearance of the cargo ship S. Marine Sulphur Queen in 1963, has cemented the Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a place of inexplicable danger. Theories about the causes of these disappearances are as varied as they are intriguing. Some scientists point to natural explanations such as unpredictable weather patterns, strong ocean currents, and methane gas eruptions from the seafloor, which could destabilize ships or disrupt aircraft instruments. Others suggest that magnetic anomalies in the region might interfere with navigation systems, leading to confusion and disaster. However, these explanations often fail to account for the complete lack of wreckage or distress signals in many cases. On the more speculative side, some theories propose that the Bermuda Triangle is a hotspot for extraterrestrial activity, with alien abductions or advanced technology causing the disappearances. Others believe it could be a portal to another dimension or the site of ancient, submerged civilizations wielding lost technologies. While these ideas capture the imagination, they remain unproven and are often dismissed by mainstream science. Despite the lack of definitive answers, the Bermuda Triangle continues to captivate the public's imagination. Its mysteries have inspired countless books, documentaries, and films, keeping the legend alive. Whether the disappearances are the result of natural phenomena, human error, or something more extraordinary, The Bermuda Triangle remains a symbol of the unknown, reminding us that even in our modern age, there are still places on Earth that defy explanation. As we move forward, we'll explore the scientific explanations and myths that have grown around this enigmatic region, shedding light on why it continues to be a source of both fascination and fear. Now turning to the scientific explanations and myths surrounding the Bermuda Triangle, we find a fascinating blend of fact and fiction that has kept this mystery alive for decades. Scientists have long sought to explain the strange occurrences in this region, pointing to natural phenomena as the most likely culprits. One of the leading theories involves magnetic anomalies, which are irregularities in Earth's magnetic field that can interfere with compasses and navigation systems. In an area like the Bermuda Triangle, where these anomalies are more pronounced, ships and planes could easily lose their bearings, leading to tragic outcomes. Another scientific explanation focuses on the region's unpredictable weather patterns. The Bermuda Triangle is known for sudden, violent storms that can appear without warning. These storms, combined with powerful ocean currents like the Gulf Stream, create treacherous conditions for vessels and aircraft. For example, rogue waves, massive, unexpected walls of water, have been documented in the area and could easily overwhelm even the sturdiest ships. Additionally, methane gas eruptions from the ocean floor have been proposed as a potential cause. These eruptions could reduce the water's density, causing ships to lose buoyancy and sink rapidly without leaving a trace. Despite these plausible explanations, the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries are often overshadowed by more sensational theories. Myths and legends have flourished, capturing the public's imagination with tales of extraterrestrial encounters, time warps, and ancient technologies. Some believe that the Triangle is a hotspot for alien activity, with UFOs abducting ships and planes or using advanced technology to disrupt human navigation. Others suggest that the area is a gateway to another dimension, where lost vessels are transported to unknown realms. These ideas, while captivating, lack concrete evidence and are often dismissed by the scientific community. The enduring appeal of the Bermuda Triangle lies in its ability to blend the known with the unknown. While science offers rational explanations for many of its phenomena, the gaps in our understanding leave room for speculation and storytelling. This balance between fact and fiction has made the Triangle a cultural icon, inspiring countless books, movies, and documentaries. It serves as a reminder that even in our modern, technology-driven world, there are still mysteries that challenge our understanding and ignite our curiosity. As we continue to explore the Bermuda Triangle, we'll uncover more about the scientific investigations that have sought to unravel its secrets, as well as the myths that keep its legend alive. Whether rooted in natural phenomena or fueled by human imagination, the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most intriguing enigmas of our time. Now turning to the mystery of the Mary Celeste, we delve into one of the most baffling maritime enigmas in history. In December 1872, the Mary Celeste was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, completely intact but eerily devoid of its crew. The ship was found sailing aimlessly, with its cargo of alcohol untouched, its lifeboat missing, and no signs of struggle or distress. The crew of 10, including the captain, his wife, and their young daughter, had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a ship that appeared to have been abandoned in haste. Theories about what happened to the Mary Celeste's crew have ranged from the plausible to the fantastical. One of the most widely accepted explanations involves a sudden emergency, such as a malfunctioning alcohol pump or a buildup of fumes from the cargo, which might have forced the crew to evacuate. In their panic, they could have boarded the lifeboat, only to be lost at sea when the ship failed to sink as they expected. Another theory suggests that a waterspout, a tornado-like vortex over water, struck the ship, causing the crew to abandon it in fear. However, no definitive evidence has ever been found to support these claims. More sensational theories have also emerged over the years, including piracy, mutiny, and even encounters with sea monsters or extraterrestrials. Some have speculated that the crew fell victim to a rogue wave or a sudden storm, while others believe they were lured away by a ghost ship or fell prey to a curse. Despite extensive investigations, no conclusive explanation has ever been provided, and the fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the sea. The enduring fascination with the Mary Celeste lies in its combination of eerie circumstances and the complete absence of answers. It serves as a haunting reminder of the ocean's vastness and the many secrets it holds. As we continue to explore this mystery, we'll uncover more about the investigations that have sought to solve it and the theories that keep its legend alive. Whether rooted in natural phenomena or fueled by human imagination, the Mary Celeste remains a captivating enigma that continues to intrigue historians and storytellers alike. Now turning to the search for answers, the mystery of the Mary Celeste has sparked countless investigations and theories over the years, each attempting to piece together what truly happened to the vanished crew. One of the most persistent theories revolves around piracy, suggesting that the ship was boarded by attackers who forced the crew to abandon it. However, this theory is often dismissed due to the lack of evidence of a struggle or theft. The cargo of alcohol was untouched and no valuables were reported missing, making piracy an unlikely explanation. Another compelling theory points to natural disasters such as a sudden storm or rogue wave, which could have caused the crew to panic and abandon ship. The idea of a waterspout, a powerful vortex over water, has also been proposed, as it could have created enough chaos to make the crew believe the ship was in imminent danger. Yet, without physical evidence or eyewitness accounts, these theories remain speculative. Some have even suggested that the crew might have fallen victim to a mutiny, with tensions on board leading to violence and the eventual disappearance of everyone involved. However, this theory is difficult to substantiate, as there were no signs of a struggle or conflict on the ship. The lack of concrete evidence has made solving the mystery of the Mary Celeste nearly impossible. Investigators have faced the challenge of reconstructing events based on minimal clues, leaving much to interpretation and imagination. This absence of answers has only deepened the intrigue surrounding the case as it continues to inspire new theories and stories. What makes the Mary Celeste so captivating is not just the mystery itself, but the way it reflects the unpredictable and often perilous nature of the sea. It serves as a reminder of how little we truly understand about the forces of nature and the human decisions made in moments of crisis. As historians and storytellers continue to explore this enigma, the Mary Celeste remains a symbol of the unknown, a puzzle that may never be fully solved but will always spark curiosity and wonder. Now turning to one of the most chilling mysteries in criminal history, we delve into the enigma of the Zodiac Killer. Active in the late 1960s and early 70s, this unidentified serial killer terrorized Northern California, leaving a trail of victims and fear in his wake. What sets the Zodiac apart from other criminals is not just his crimes, but the cryptic messages he sent to newspapers and law enforcement, taunting them with riddles and ciphers. These coded messages were his way of playing a deadly game, challenging authorities to catch him while he remained hidden in plain sight. The Zodiac ciphers were a mix of symbols, letters, and numbers, designed to be nearly impossible to crack without a key. One of his most famous ciphers, known as the 340 cipher, was sent in 1969 and remained unsolved for over 50 years. It wasn't until 2020 that a team of amateur codebreakers finally cracked it, revealing a disturbing message filled with the killer's twisted thoughts. Yet, even with this breakthrough, many of his other ciphers remain unsolved, leaving investigators and enthusiasts alike baffled. Over the years, countless experts, cryptographers, and even artificial intelligence have attempted to decode the Zodiac's messages, but the complexity of his ciphers has proven to be a formidable challenge. Some believe the unsolved codes may hold clues to his identity or the locations of additional victims, while others think they were simply a way for the Zodiac to toy with the public and law enforcement. The lack of progress in solving these ciphers has only added to the killer's mystique, making him one of the most infamous figures in true crime history. The Zodiac Killer's case has had a profound impact on popular culture, inspiring books, movies, and television shows that explore the mystery of his identity and the meaning behind his ciphers. His ability to evade capture and the enduring mystery of his unsolved codes have made him a symbol of the unknown, a figure who continues to haunt the collective imagination. As the search for answers continues, the Zodiac Killer remains a chilling reminder of how some mysteries may never be fully unraveled, leaving us to wonder what secrets still lie hidden in his cryptic messages. Now turning to the lasting impact of the Zodiac Killer, we explore how his crimes and unsolved ciphers have left an indelible mark on both criminal investigations and popular culture. Despite decades of scrutiny, the Zodiac's true identity remains a mystery, fueling endless speculation and theories. Investigators have pursued countless leads, from handwriting analysis to DNA testing, but the killer's ability to conceal his identity has only deepened the intrigue surrounding his case. The lack of closure has turned the Zodiac into a symbol of the unknown, a figure who continues to captivate and terrify in equal measure. The Zodiac ciphers, in particular, have become a focal point for amateur sleuths and professional cryptographers alike. These unsolved codes represent not just a challenge to crack, but a window into the mind of a killer who reveled in his own notoriety. The 340 cipher, though finally decoded, revealed little about the Zodiac's identity, leaving the other unsolved ciphers as tantalizing clues that may never be fully understood. This enduring mystery has inspired a global community of codebreakers, all hoping to be the ones to finally unlock the secrets hidden within the Zodiac's messages. Beyond the investigation, the Zodiac Killer's legacy has permeated popular culture, becoming a staple of true crime storytelling. His story has been adapted into films, documentaries, and books, each offering a new perspective on his crimes and the ongoing search for answers. The Zodiac's ability to evade capture and the eerie nature of his ciphers have made him a haunting figure, one that continues to fascinate and unsettle audiences. His case serves as a reminder of the limits of human understanding, a chilling example of how some mysteries may never be solved. As the years pass, the Zodiac Killer remains one of the most enigmatic figures in criminal history. His crimes, his ciphers, and his ability to remain hidden have cemented his place in the annals of true crime, a puzzle that may never be fully pieced together. The ongoing efforts to identify him and decode his messages are a testament to the enduring human desire to seek answers, even in the face of the unknown. And so, the legacy of the Zodiac Killer endures, a dark and haunting chapter in the story of crime and mystery. Now turning to the Tunguska event, we delve into one of the most baffling mysteries of the modern era. On June 30th, 1908, a massive explosion rocked the remote forests of Siberia, flattening over 2,000 square kilometers of trees and emitting a shockwave felt hundreds of kilometers away. The event, known as the Tunguska event, remains one of the most powerful explosions in recorded history, yet its exact cause has eluded scientists for over a century. Theories about the Tunguska event range from the plausible to the extraordinary. The most widely accepted explanation is that a meteorite or comet entered Earth's atmosphere and exploded before impact, releasing energy equivalent to hundreds of atomic bombs. However, no crater or significant fragments of the object have ever been found, leaving this theory incomplete. Some researchers suggest it could have been a fragment of a comet, composed mostly of ice, which vaporized upon entering the atmosphere, leaving no trace. Others propose more unconventional ideas, such as a black hole passing through Earth or even an extraterrestrial spacecraft exploding in midair. What makes the Tunguska event so puzzling is the lack of definitive evidence. The remote location and limited technology of the time meant that the explosion was not thoroughly investigated until years later. By then, the site had already begun to recover, making it difficult to piece together what had truly happened. Eyewitness accounts from the time describe a blinding light, a deafening roar, and a shockwave that knocked people off their feet, but these accounts only add to the mystery rather than solve it. The Tunguska event continues to captivate scientists and enthusiasts alike, not just because of its sheer scale, but because it challenges our understanding of natural phenomena. It serves as a reminder of how little we know about the forces that shape our universe and the potential threats that could come from beyond our planet. As research continues, the Tunguska event remains a tantalizing puzzle, one that may never be fully explained but will always inspire curiosity and wonder. Now turning to the aftermath and scientific investigations of the Tunguska event, we uncover a story of resilience, curiosity, and the relentless pursuit of answers. In the years following the explosion, the remote location of the event posed significant challenges for researchers. The first scientific expedition to the site did not occur until 1927, nearly 2 decades after the event, led by Russian mineralogist Leonid Kulik. What he found was a landscape still scarred by the blast, with trees flattened in a radial pattern, their trunks pointing away from the epicenter. Yet, despite the devastation, there was no crater, no smoking gun to explain what had caused such destruction. Kulik's expeditions marked the beginning of a long and ongoing effort to understand the Tunguska event. Over the decades, scientists have employed increasingly advanced technology to study the site, from aerial surveys to soil analysis. One of the most intriguing findings came in the 1950s, when researchers discovered microscopic silicate and magnetite particles embedded in the soil, suggesting the presence of extraterrestrial material. These particles, often referred to as cosmic dust, provided some of the first tangible evidence linking the event to a celestial object. However, the absence of larger fragments or a definitive impact crater has kept the mystery alive. The challenges of studying the Tunguska event are immense. The remote Siberian wilderness makes access difficult, and the passage of time has allowed the natural environment to reclaim much of the evidence. Additionally, the lack of immediate scientific investigation in 1908 means that crucial data was lost forever. Eyewitness accounts, while vivid, are often inconsistent and open to interpretation. For example, some reports describe a series of explosions, while others mention a single, massive blast. These discrepancies have fueled a wide range of theories, from the scientific to the speculative. Despite these challenges, the Tunguska event remains a focal point of scientific inquiry. Modern researchers continue to explore the site using cutting-edge tools, such as ground-penetrating radar and computer simulations, to reconstruct the event. Some studies suggest that the explosion may have been caused by a stony asteroid rather than a comet, while others propose that the object disintegrated at an unusually high altitude, explaining the lack of a crater. The event also serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the potential dangers posed by near-Earth objects and the importance of planetary defense. The enduring fascination with the Tunguska event lies not only in its mystery but also in what it represents. It is a reminder of the immense and unpredictable forces at work in our universe, forces that can reshape our world in an instant. As scientists continue to investigate, the Tunguska event remains a symbol of humanity's quest for knowledge and our determination to uncover the truths hidden in the cosmos. And with each new discovery, we come one step closer to understanding one of history's most enigmatic events. Now turning to the conclusion of our journey through these 20 ancient riddles, we find ourselves standing at the crossroads of history and mystery. Each of these enigmas, from the Voynich Manuscript to the Tunguska event, has captivated the minds of scholars, adventurers, and dreamers alike. They remind us that, despite centuries of progress, there are still secrets buried in the sands of time waiting to be uncovered. These riddles are not just puzzles to be solved, they are windows into the ingenuity, creativity, and curiosity of the human spirit. What makes these mysteries so compelling is not just their unsolved nature, but the stories they tell about the cultures and civilizations that left them behind. Whether it's the intricate gears of the Antikythera Mechanism or the haunting silence of the merry Celeste, each riddle invites us to imagine the lives of those who came before us and the challenges they faced. They challenge us to think beyond the limits of our knowledge and to embrace the unknown with a sense of wonder and determination. As we reflect on these 20 riddles, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe at the vastness of human history and the mysteries that still lie hidden within it. Which of these riddles intrigues you the most? Is it the cryptic symbols of the Phaistos Disc, the towering moai of Easter Island, or the elusive treasure of the Copper Scroll? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and theories. If you've enjoyed this exploration of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating journeys into the past. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and share this video with fellow history enthusiasts. Together, let's keep the spirit of discovery alive and continue unraveling the secrets of our world, one riddle at a time. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, and until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the unknown.